We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go on EA Sports. His first carry, powering through at the 35.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They run with Hines. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Wentz going to give this to Taylor.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
The stop there by Jay Tufele.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now they'll throw it. Wentz.
They'll get this off to Taylor.
Touchdown, Colts.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. they can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And he finds Fitzgerald. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well, this defense for the Colts, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Well, this defense for the Colts, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. And that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Taylor. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Mack. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Davis is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Lawrence to Chark, 1st down, Jacksonville.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
The open man is Chark. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. From the 25 on 2nd down, Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 15-yard line. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence.
And he will find his man on the outside.
And the Jags are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been...
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
James Robinson.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are back within a score.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
He'll get this one to Pittman. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here this close to their goal line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Robinson now off the option. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Flush to his right. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. This is going to be caught. It's John Brown. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. John Brown, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 145 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Draw play. This is Hines. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down now. It's Mack. Shoves him aside near the 35. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Throwing now is Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Now Wentz. This to the outside for Mack. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Mike Davis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. On the run, it's Robinson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Lawrence there, complete to Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Escaping the pressure right. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, and they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Buying time to his left. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A run with a fullback. It's Ben Mason. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Jags grab it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Flushed out right. And Sharp calls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run. Robinson. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Robinson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Robinson again.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Devon Hamilton breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. On second down now, it's Hines. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 56 yards on the ground for him so far. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. And just shutting him off there. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Hines, and he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of